Live from beautiful Oriole Park, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. Cole Young digs in now.
Number 2, Cole Young.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for them to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Stays alive. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Young wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. 2-2 now. And there's a ball.
No, that's outside. Ball.
And that's ball
Ball 4. Take your
That's
base.
an 8-pitch walk. He really made the pitcher work for that one.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One away.
Batting third, first baseman, Josh Taylor.
One out man at first. And now it's Josh Naylor. Here's a 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. Cut off, throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Liner, and this could be trouble. Headed for the plate. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up at RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now here is Luke Raley. Man at second. High fly ball right field. Taveras has a beat on it. 2 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone.
And next is the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the hill today, Emerson Hancock. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez should have this one. And there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
That one
That
close,
missed. That's a
ruled
ball.
the ball. Ball 2. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
So a man at first. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. The 1-1 is fouled off. Well struck left field. That one carrying. Banks off the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Leody Taveras. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. And gone! He flexes his power with that swing, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 3-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Jackson Holiday will hit next. The 2-1. That one ripped, but foul. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. They do it again, back-to-back homers, and they boost their lead. It's 4-2.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Now one
No,
miss.
that missed. That's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. Back here in Baltimore, and stepping in for the Mariners, Patrick Wisdom. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Now it's the shortstop. Right through there for a strike. And now it's 1-2. On the ground, right side, Holiday. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So digging in, Johnny Pareda. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Bounce to third. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Orioles 4 and the Mariners 2. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Already activity in the bullpen here in just the second inning. Matt Brash appears to be getting loose. Bizzardo getting cranked up as well. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Up and in, and the count is filled up. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. That's some serious exit velo, pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Emerson Hancock won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Number 48 on the pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Sam Huff. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Left field, way back there. Out of here. Taylor Ward blasts one out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one is
That's the ball.
upstairs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 48 done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Mariners, Matt Brash.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Pete Alonso. And now it's even up. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Runner takes off on the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. So up next, Leody Taveras. In the air, right field. Raley moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Can't glove it cleanly. The underhand flip.
Got him.
But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 7-2 ball game. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Cole Young. The 2-2 on the way. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Taveras on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for Seattle, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Check swing, but it's put in play. Alonso takes it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for
And here's a
Seattle,
look at
first
how he's
baseman
using his pitches
John
in this
Taylor.
one. Two down, base is empty. Here's Josh Naylor. Here's a 1-1.
Looks
That's
like he's
a
being
ball.
a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And Naylor swings through that one. No question about this one. It's out of here. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Out towards right center field. Taveras on the move to the gap. And that is that. Seattle gets a little closer on this solo homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for
So next to hit for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander.
Blaze Alexander.
You know, these
That's a ball.
Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. That's a big number on the scoreboard. 7 runs already. They've been successful offensively because they're doing the little things right from at-bat to at-bat, and it's been pretty rewarding for them.
Towards
Foul.
first, and foul ball. Mayo on at first, nobody out. Ground ball right side. Off balance feed. There's one and two. What a play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Matt Brash is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Edward Bizardo.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Base is empty after the double play. Sam Huff, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on. Just
No,
missed.
that's out.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Smoked on the ground a second. Toss to Naylor. Inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. 1-1 now. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Got on plane with that pitch. Not as far away, but out there a little bit. But he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's it for Chris Bassett, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Andrew Kittredge will take over here. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Dominic Panzone now at the plate. Here's a 1-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Man at second. Ripped into right field, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, number
Patrick
35.
Wisdom up next for the Mariners. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Comes a 2-2. And that one
That's
missing
low.
Movement in the bullpen. Keegan Aiken, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 66 also getting ready. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
2 on with 1 out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. The 1-1.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two on, one out. Oh, great stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Orioles 7 and the Mariners 3. Back here in Baltimore, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, look.
And a 1-1. Bizzardo is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground. And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
The 1-1. Into center and a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Quick move to first. Henderson dives back in safely. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
Ball.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Man at first, one away. And that's downstairs. And the count is 3-1.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Got him. That's out number 2.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Edward Bizzardo won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Henderson off of first with 2 away. Step off, throw to first. Henderson back in on a dive. There's a 1-1. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man on second, 2 down. Just
That's up.
missed.
That's a ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
That
Yeehaw.
clips the inside corner for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Payoff pitch. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning. One left for the Orioles, but they still lead it 7-3. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the Mariners catcher, Johnny Pareda. The 1-1.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next for Seattle, Cole Young. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Now that's smacked to right center. And it's into the gap. And it gets by him. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay, the tag, and he's out trying for three.
The triple is arguably the most exciting play in baseball, and the guy's worked so hard to get around first, to get around second, to get thrown out at third. Man, you just feel bad for him. On top of that, he was already in scoring position, so you think about how it kind of hurts the team as well.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge will depart. The left-hander on now, Keegan Aiken.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So last chance for the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Oh, the throw is over his head. Round second, digging for third.
Clearly that was a solid double all the way. Nice swing of the bat right there, but that just can't happen on defense. Getting the ball back into the infield. You've got to make a decent throw your infielders can handle. Just gave him an extra 90 feet for free.
Josh Naylor up next for the Mariners.
Ball inside.
The 2-1. On the ground, right side. Holiday. On to first. Ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-3 is how this one ends. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.